Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Not Your Average Josh back here for another movie review, and today I am reviewing a new little film that came out recently called Past Lives, directed and written by Celine Song. But before I get into my movie review, I do want to say, as I say for all my videos, if you're watching this, please hit that like button if you enjoy this video, and also leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts on this movie or anything you want to leave it down there. Also, hit that subscribe button as well if this is your first time watching any of my videos, or if you're a returning viewer as well. Any support is always very much appreciated. You can also follow me on TikTok and add me on Snapchat, where I will post content similar to this, but for the most part, my content will be here on this YouTube channel, Not Your Average Josh. So again, I appreciate all the support, but let's go ahead and get into this movie review of Past Lives. Nora and Hae Sung, two deeply connected childhood friends, are arrested apart after Nora's family immigrates from South Korea. 20 years later, they are reunited for one fateful week as they confront notions of love and destiny. This is a movie that really came on my radar about a month or two ago. I was seeing the first couple of trailers for this movie, and it seemed pretty interesting. I am a guy who, romantic movies aren't my favorite or anything like that, but I am a sucker for them if they're done really well. I do appreciate ones more like this that are more in the real drama of what love can be like. I think this movie definitely captures that really well. Perfect for an A24 film, a movie that's definitely about love and how it evolves over the years, how relationships evolve and morph or sometimes go away, how people we know as we're kids, sometimes the relationship, how it changes just from one specific event that may happen, like your parents moving away and moving to a different country or even like a different state or something like that, how that could change the trajectory of how your life goes, and again, the people that you meet, the people that you know. It is very interesting. A lot of the thought exercises, I guess you will say, to be had with this movie on different ideas, different concepts, and that's really what I think I enjoyed the most about this movie. This was a nice little movie. It was only about an hour 45 minutes, so I thought it was paced pretty well. It is more of a slow moving movie. I definitely made a point to go see this during the middle of the day because I knew there was going to be a lot of dialogue in it. You have Greta Lee in here starring as Nora. I thought she did a really good job in this. I've really been seeing her lately in a few things. Recently, she was in the new Spider-Verse movie, showing up in that as a little brief voice in that, but also showing up on the show Russian Doll, I think was where I first maybe have seen her, and she's just really good in what I've seen her in the little bit I have so far. So it was nice seeing her in more of a starring role, and I thought she really did fill those shoes pretty well in this. Her character is very interesting, following her, and then also Teo Yu as Hae Sung. They grew up together in a childhood friendship that they had when they were really young. Nora, her parents, they decide they want to move away from South Korea and immigrate and go to the United States. You catch up all these years later. They do a few different time jumps in this movie on different time periods in their lives, but you catch up all these years later where they finally meet in this one week when you have Nora in New York, and Hae Sung comes to New York finally to be able to just see her and reminisce, catch back up again, and see where that goes. That's really what this story is about. And yeah, on the surface, if you're not into these type of movies, it can definitely seem like there's not a lot there to really to want to go see maybe, but this is definitely one of those specific type of movies. They don't lay it on too thick though with the romance. I will say it does feel like very real life. That's what I definitely enjoyed about this movie the most. And just the performances. There's not really a very huge cast here in terms of like the people that are on the screen the most. Again, you have Nora, Hae Sung, and then you also have John Magaro as Arthur, who is married at this time to Greta Lee's character Nora, and he is kind of involved in not really a love triangle, but you know, when her former I guess childhood love comes back in the picture, there is a little bit of a dramatic moment with that semi-realistic character in terms of the husband. Like, he's very open to her just, yeah, go ahead and meet up and talk to your childhood friend again. I don't mind. I'm not going to be jealous or anything. He's very reasonable in that sense, and for some ways that's kind of unrealistic in how you see how most guys act, but they're both writers and they're just living in New York, and so he plays this very kind of just free, like, yeah, you know, do what you want, you know, I love you, and you know, whatever happens, kind of, in a way, is what he's playing here in terms of how he's dealing with this whole situation going on here. But the best parts about this movie were the dialogue. The way the directing was done is very beautiful to look at. Celine Song here, very artistic movie, I will say. Like, it definitely, there was plenty of times watching it where I was like, oh man, this definitely takes me back to being a kid and, you know, liking a girl, and, you know, those first moments, it definitely can feel very special. And then how that changes over the years, and I thought they did a really good job of not lingering too long on the past. It definitely went forward to the present. The pacing was really well here, so I thought moved the story along pretty well here, where I was never bored or anything, and the dialogue was always interesting enough. The scenes, the acting was just really well done, the performances, and you really felt what the situation that each character was in. Like, you felt for Hae Sung. He's always had a love for Nora, but then now she's married, and so you definitely feel the position that he is in. And Nora, though, where you can see she still has a love for him, but it's not like an in love or anything like that. They were just kids, really, and she's grown so much then. So you see where she's coming from, but then also you also see where even the husband's coming from here. You can see where everyone is, and it's just a nice little dramatic moments within each scene in this movie. But yeah, it wasn't a movie that necessarily blew me away or anything. I thought it was just nice and very well done, kind of a little bit of a meditative piece on, again, relationships, growing up, where we go from certain parts in our life, and how different relationships morph into what they're going to be at certain different parts in our life. So I thought that was really interesting, and that's what I liked the most about this movie, and that was really more of what this movie, I think, was. It doesn't really have any huge, real moment where you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. It kind of just it ends pretty nicely. It's very smooth ride throughout this movie. There's no real big ups or downs and huge, heavy emotional moments, but it just kind of goes through the story here, following really these three characters, I guess you will, but mainly, of course, Nora and Hae Sung, and they did a really good job here. A really nice watch for me. But that's my main thoughts. I'm going to give Past Lives a 7.5 out of 10. Really nice watch here. Definitely interested to continue to see what Greta Lee does here, and if Celine Song does anything else. So she did a really good job directing and writing this movie. And it was just a nice, fun watch. I don't have any really major negatives at all with this movie. It was just really nice. A nice watch. Not a movie that's going to be, crack my top 10 at the end of the year or anything like that, but I think it will be very memorable in certain ways. I did like it enough to where I think it's going to hold a place in my mind as the year goes on. But what do you guys think? Have you even heard about this movie? Have you seen it? If you did you like it? Did you not like it maybe that much? Whatever your thoughts are, leave a comment down below, and also hit that like button again if you enjoyed this video. And of course, hit that subscribe button as well if this is your first time watching any of my videos, or if you're a returning viewer as well. As always, any support is very much appreciated for this channel. You can also follow me on TikTok and add me on Snapchat, where I will post content similar to this. But for the most part, my content will be here on this YouTube channel, Not Your Average Josh. So again, be looking for more videos very soon. By the time this video is out, I should have my Indiana Jones. I reviewed all the films. There should be a playlist on this channel where you can go and watch those. But other than that, I'm just going to be reviewing a lot of the new releases still coming out very soon. But that'll be it for now. I will talk to you guys later.